Hey guys, welcome in. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I swear I was ready on time. I just got here, I got my coffee, I walked up, I'm about to start my stream, and I'm like, wait, what? Why? Why is there a chat revenue on the stream? So I scroll back up. You're down, dude. Thank you for the 55 bucks. And Infinity Shadow, thank you for the 20. So I had to do some typing before we actually started. You're done. Went in there. Room 6 went in as a bonus name. Infinity Shadow and Idic went into the book. Guys, welcome to the stream. Yesterday, we started a design on the next phase of the Nether Hub. You know what? I never actually thought of this yesterday, but this could be kind of nice. Yeah, this is definitely nice. Tons of wifey, thank you for the 7 months. This is one of those cases where I'm like, what was your display name? Because that, I don't think I've seen this before, but I must have seen this before. Thank you for the 7 months. Love a design stream. Have a good one, everyone. I'm excited. Design streams are, they're different breed, but we get like, it's time you invest that you get back tenfold. Parox, welcome in. Cheating because we're pre-designing. No. We just gotta get it right on these. Also, the mountains we're designing creative as well. Okay, let me put the book here. Tasha, of course. It's like that's weird. I've not seen that. Let me fix it. There you go. YouTube doing you dirty. YouTube is doing everyone dirty. It's crazy. Snazzy, welcome to the stream, and Harry, welcome in as well. Looney just gonna be on YouTube, okay? Up to you. You can hang out both on YouTube or Twitch. I'll look both ways. All right, so guys, yesterday we're deciding this. We've talked about it a little bit. I want to have 3 bridges going over my Nether Hub terrain. We elevated those bridges off of the ground. I think I can move faster if I sprint. Yeah. We elevated those bridges a little bit off of the terrain, so we got to build some supports. But I think that helps a lot because we put them like right here as a highway. It sort of seals off that Nether hole. Not really, because there's a lot of open space, but this visually just works better because from a lot of angles you'll still see like the entire gap, which is just cooler. Then from there we found a way to have all 3 of these be about the same length. It looks like this one is a little bit shorter right now, but it doesn't really matter. It has to be like a comparable duration to run. That's it. And then we made these little plazas, which is a bit of a goofy shape, but doesn't really matter. I just want something that will be interesting if you're standing there, shape-wise. This is small enough to where it works. And what that did is it allowed me to flip the stairs by 45 degrees. Because having the stairs be diagonal is just going to make the entire build painful to navigate. Then we went to this side and we put a bunch of redstone block boxes down, which are sort of the template for what the fortress on that side is going to look like. And then we went back here to get a little peek of how that would make the Nether feel. I think it'd be cool. Now, next thing, we got to do the same on this side. I decided to, what is this Nether hub, Holy P? What it goes? Here, wait. Let me effect clear. And then turn the shaders on. Most of this Nether hub, like everything that is not a mineral block, already exists in my hardcore world. And it feels like, it doesn't feel crazy big until you actually start flying around. Because then you realize how far everything is. It's super cool though. The hole in the bedrock, I think it's a winner. Okay, let's go back to here. He's in a program. You can see the creative tool isn't in Minecraft. Snazzy, we're actually in Minecraft Creative, but it has a mod on it called Axiom. We're literally in the game though. So guys, we're gonna build this side and this side. We're gonna design them in sync. Reason that we're doing that is yesterday I worked on this side a little bit, but it was over here and it was like, no, we gotta move it. It has to be up against the mountain or it's not gonna make sense in the whole build. That sort of realization, those reflection moments, they come in the build. So I think if we do everything in sync, we're gonna end up having the best result. Otherwise, I might just design this whole side over here, then go over to this one and learn something, which I didn't know before, which will make it so that I don't like this anymore, but it's already entirely designed. So to make that work well, make it flow well, we're gonna do one side and then the other side, and only then will we start moving forward. Now, let's construct some wireframes, shall we? That was a whole lot of yapping introduction, but kind of chill, actually. No fake sense. Welcome in. Harry Wong, welcome in. Hope you guys are doing good today. Okay, this one goes... Okay, this is already a thing that we can do. We can go to the staircase. So, maybe... How long will the stream be? I think we'll sit here for about 3 hours, as we do. And then after that, I'm gonna speedrun dinner and get back to editing episode 2 of UHCG. I have to, finish the video structure over the next 2 days. I want to have everything on my editor's desk by Monday. By Monday at noon. So today, tomorrow, and Monday morning, I'm gonna speedrun, and then hopefully my work on episode 2 is gonna be done. Prison, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Okay, so we can't extend that one there, but we can have a line going here. Let's extend that a little bit further. Can't wait for next video. I'm so stoked for it. I feel like episode 2 of UNCG, some people are gonna go like, dude, you've done too much. You can't do this much in one episode. What are you gonna do? And I'm not even kidding. I think some people will actually like maybe dislike it for how much I did. But I think to put the best series on, we gotta do a lot. Not just for the density of the episodes, but more so for like, I got that world at a certain point in its history and its development, and I want to leave it somewhere else so that the next generation is also like set up for the best run they can have in that series. Rico, we can expect UHCG episode next weekend, perhaps. I think it's gonna take about 3 weeks to cook it. Like, those things take time. I also think that it's again gonna be like a 40-50 minute episode. Doing too much? Still gonna watch it because it's so good. No, I'm not saying that everybody's gonna like. I just think that certain people have an expectation of what that world should be, and it might not match their expectation, which is a design choice. I've been thinking about what I should do and shouldn't do for a year. I know what I'm doing. In ultra hardcore, death is inevitable. That is the case. Okay, this one, probably not it. I think maybe, let me look over here. I think these boxes are a little bit smaller. Yeah, I'm starting with pretty chunky buildings here. I don't think that's a move. Let's start with this higher up piece and we'll build it from there. I'm actually gonna revert back a little bit. Let's redo this. Redoing is not a bad thing. Like, sometimes you just feel like there's a better way to do it. Don't hesitate to take a step back, especially if you're doing wireframes. The whole point of wireframes is that you don't have to discard a lot of work to make a big change. Have I left my marker on the world? I've definitely left my mark already. The Vengeance. Well, we got started on the last one, so who knows? Have I been keeping up with the journals? I have. The journals are awesome. I signed the first journal, and then on the second one, I was like, you know what? I think I should leave it open. Maybe I want to change something later. The journals are such a cool thing. Like, it takes a little bit of getting used to when you just get started in UHCG to write the journals, because it's not something you do. I think like, or it's not something I do when playing Minecraft normally. The first thing I did in the journals was write way too much. It takes a little time to figure out what's important and what isn't. Wish I could sit down and read them. I think maybe at a certain point we should make that like available, make the library available, because it was such a cool experience for me to like go into the archives and read all the stuff that was left there. That was one of the things, like working up to starting a UHCG, that I had looked forward to the most. because I had a whole idea of what I wanted to do in my time, but you don't really know until you're like actually in the world, because you have an idea of what the world looks like, but then when you're really there, it's different. Macedonia Jones, dude. I think we're gonna stick with not real Santa. I'm not fake Santa even. Dice Parallels, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Today's gonna be very chill, guys. We got the lo-fi beats, and we're just gonna make progress. Gravestone's Corner, the journals, although as a viewer we don't get to see them, is one of my favorite parts of that world. It's crazy, guys. If you watch my episode 1, right? There's a small passage of like journal excerpts, so sort of things that I got from Moai's journal and I wanted to show you, but I think like I was very picky in which passages I selected for that, and I still ended up like cutting 70% of what I had selected, because I thought that in the video it would be too long for that particular video. Like, if it's your introduction to the world, you don't want to sit there and listen to a guy reading quotes from a journal for like 3-4 minutes straight. So I had to cut it way down, but like there were a lot of really, really cool passages in there. So I think Rico, I love the color palette for the build. I know, it's majestic. You gotta do something with all those valuables, right? Especially the diamond block bridges go hard. No, but the journals are super cool. I think, like, I'll talk to the other generations, like the past generations, but I think maybe we should release, like, at least a part of it. There's also, like, a part of me where there's hesitation on that statement. The hesitation is this. I don't know if there's any secrets in those journals, like any code, any things that I maybe haven't seen yet. And I think it's really cool if the generations get to figure that out, rather than the entire viewer base. And it's not about gatekeeping so much. It's just that if one person at a time has to solve something, it will take a much longer time than when hundreds of people get to try it once. And I know how I'm designing my puzzles in the series. And those puzzles are made for like single people to be cracked. Will we find out how Legs died, Elliot? I don't know, because like I don't know that information too. We haven't seen Laguna's death screen. You know as much as I do. No, but the journals are like such a cool thing. It was also cool to read them. They're very different for everyone. I don't know which ones will be my favorite. I don't think I could pick. Maybe I'll like I'm working on a second channel and I'm making some videos before I upload it. Oh, I just flew into a candle. I was like, what was that particle? Maybe I'll put them on my second channel. Who knows? Knowing the past generations, there's probably secrets. Yeah, I'm sure there are. Love your start to the series. I've seen your prequel too, says Elliot. Will we get any extended content on that first journey? No, I have the footage, but like, there's a reason that video was the length it was. I don't think you could really make it much longer, because walking 100,000 blocks is mostly that, just walking 100,000 blocks. And part of it was also like, I really wanted to get where I was going. So at a certain point, I started just beelining it. Even the things I made on the road, like I did make some things on the road, and I did leave some interesting things on the road, but I had to really like hold myself back in terms of how much work I wanted to spend there, because I just wanted to go, dude. I just wanted to get to Founderstown. Also because like that first prequel episode happened, I think like a month and a half, maybe, before I started recording episode 1. And in that month and a half, I designed the builds, much like we're doing right now. So this is actually like an interesting insight into my my UHCG journey, as in design-wise. I pre-designed the build so I can sort of make the series quicker, which I think will make for a much better viewer experience because you don't have to wait for super long. So like for, I don't know, for the last 4 months maybe, UHCG has been the main thing that I worked on. Guys, these fortresses, they relate to each other quite differently. This one seems to be going like quite high up. I think I have to extend it down here a little bit. Make sure there's a lower part to it too. Otherwise, it's not really gonna work. Oh my god, guys, I had a crazy dream last night. Do you know that thing where sometimes your dreams you wake up and you barely remember anything? And then other times you wake up and you got like, you have the whole thing. I dreamed an entire lifesteal video. It was wild. It was wild. It was me on lifesteal, and I cooked the whole thing. It was it was crazy. And I woke up with like storylines and stuff. I was like, okay, that's crazy. It was a cool video concept. So I'll just I wrote the like cliff notes down. I think I'll just hold on to it. It's funny because like after I woke up and I started like processing all that information, I started thinking about like the reality of making that happen on a server like that is probably way different than the dream version of it. What I mean by that is like trust is a rare commodity, and that plan involved really trusting some people. We shouldn't trust Cloud. No, this part I know. Like this doesn't really do anything anymore. Yopo, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Next lifesteal VIP. No. I got things to do. I can't. I do think that there's a point in the future where lifesteal might make sense, but it's not right now. Still isn't. I've been thinking about that for a long time, like for a few years. And the entire time I get to like, no, not yet. But I do imagine there's a moment where it makes sense. And then there's the big question of, will they have me? Okay, now it's starting to come together. This will be a good time, guys, to think about like how these two sides differ in the character of the builds, and do we make them differ much? I think it would be cool if there's sort of a symmetry here. And with sort of a symmetry, I mean that like the parts of the castles, part of fortresses, need about the same weight. So it's not like I want this one to be a bunch of tiny blocks and then this one to be a couple big brutalist cubes. Like, that's not gonna work. They will accept, because you know a lot from Naked and Afraid. The reason that there's so many people on lifesteal or from lifesteal and Naked and Afraid is not so much that it's just because I knew them already for a long time, and I'm like, yo, this person is gonna be a cool addition to the series. Okay, let me check. I think we gotta like, okay, this is a good thing to reflect on, guys. Here we have these diamond like pathways, just streets. On this side, those diamond ones, these are the same height as right there. So we know that the bottom buildings start there. The bottom buildings should probably start here as well. ASM downloaded Axiom for the first time these days. Makes it seem so easy. I was suffering so much. It takes a little bit of time to get into new anything, right? New software or whatever. But it's worth it. It's worth it. Stick with it. You don't even need to stick with it for long. Because I could speed up my workflow in Axiom from where it is right now by at least 6 times faster. I'm an Axiom noob, but I'm pretty adept at like finding a thing that works, finding a way to do what I want to do. But if I actually sat down and like properly learned it, there's so much benefit to be gained still. 10 to 1 is taken somehow. That is a cool username. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I was gonna reply to your hey Looney, what's up message, and then as I started doing that, I saw that you also followed. I appreciate it. Guys, there's this stupid thing like Control Z works in Axiom, which is really great. Also, Z is my drop key. This is why I sometimes just toss my items on the floor. It's not ideal. But I also don't want to change the drop key because it makes sense in my keybinds. So I think it's just we struggle a little bit when I'm in Axiom, and that's it. My name would be 10 to 1, but see his drop? Yeah, I changed a bunch. So I have my WASD is my walking, and then Q is hotbar slot 5, E is hotbar slot 6, R is my perspective toggle, Tab is my inventory, X and C is my zoom. So everything there is like bound to something. Timmy Harkin, yo dude, welcome in. Hey Louis, looking good so far. What's the plan eventually? The plan is really quite simple. Like I can explain it in a couple lines. I want a fortress here, I want a fortress here, I want a fortress here, and I want a big fight on this bridge eventually. Now, those are the goals, and then there's the further goal of the build needs to just look cool and be balanced. Okay, this symmetry works. They got about the same weight. This one has more details and little boxes on top. Block palette? I don't know yet. We're gonna get to that. Is it gonna include red nether brick? I don't know. I think there's a good chance. Like there's a few considerations, guys, if we want to go with red nether brick. A, it's a flipping annoying block to get a lot of because you gotta manually farm the nether warts. However, I have my nether wart farming caves at the main base, and there's a lot of them, so they kind of grow in, and I could just grind them for a little bit. The other thing is I did use the red nether bricks here. These are these red or... Yeah, these are red nether bricks. Night vision makes it a bit weird. So, I think if we have red nether brick for this centerpiece, we do need something else on the sides, or it's all going to be a little bit boring. I don't know. I will figure out the pellet. We'll get there. Crochet Clarinet, welcome in. Good morning. And Sarah, welcome in as well. R is your sprint because that's a... Wait, you better have sprint toggle because otherwise that's a crazy key to have it at. It's going to use fingers that you want to do other things. Looney, what's your favorite color? I would say pink, but I haven't like not to build with, honestly. Okay, this one needs to go a little bit up. Have I built the mountains in the actual world yet? Yeah, the mountains do exist. So everything that's mineral blocks is the stuff that we're still designing. Everything else already is in the world. Montgomery, does the Revoluni involve copious amounts of candy? You might be surprised to hear that it does not. I think we gotta change things a little bit. I think this one goes up here. I made them quite similar there. I low-key might want to build this one a little bit higher up. Rico, dude, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate it. Looney, I'm sorry, but I have to go watch Retro's episode. So yeah, don't forget to hydrate. Dude, that's valid. I gotta watch that later. I'm so sad that I don't have Saturday uploads anymore. We had a good run. We're gonna put Montgomery in book as bonus name. Oh, today is a crazy episode, guys. I know what happened. Because when I was dead, I was still like, I was there for the recordings. So I watched everything. And I know how it all plays out. But today is crazy. How do I watch it? I just flew around. Game master confirmed. Oh, that should not go there. Okay, that actually does so much for balancing that. A little bit more around the bottom here. I think we need something here. Well, not there. Hold up. Rectify, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Hope your holiday weekend is going great. Is it a holiday right now? Okay, that one works. Let's extend this one here. Monday is Labor Day. Got it. Okay, these go over here. 76% cracked. Yo, Nightbolt respects the design. The design flow as well. Okay, that kind of works. Yeah, I like those. I'm not sure on the bridge designs yet. We'll get to those. I do kind of like the idea that going up to the bridge, there's this big, like, sort of gate structure you need to get through. Let's put the book here for safekeeping. Guys, do we design this last one as well? Or is it just going to be different? I think maybe it's just different. Definitely don't miss World Edit. Yeah, World Edit was crazy janky compared to Axiom. It's like Axiom is what Axiom relates to World Edit the same way that Flashback relates to replay mode. Just a new era. Let's go, Mulberry. You're seeing a red versus blue situation that could form. The colors are still the same though, right? I don't know about like making different colors on either side. I've been thinking about it. Okay, guys, we got a few things that we have to design. So we have like these entrance point or entry points to the bridge. I don't know if we're gonna keep these. We need to build supports for the bridge. Don't know how those are gonna look yet, but we can hold off on those for a little bit. Then over here we have like that plaza. We have the gates going up, and then we have the actual structure and the staircases. I think maybe the best way to go about it is just sort of work our way up. Let's see what block we're gonna use. Wait, maybe we can use the lapis now that I have night vision. Yeah, that actually works. Lapis was so dark without the night vision that it was almost like impossible to look at. Do we start with like the gate design? Wait, I gotta get a keybind back here. Let's go keybinds, axiom, and then let's go replay mode. Replays mode. I want to set that on B so we can do this. I'm putting that blue line in there because I want to make the actual arch go in. But I need a marker so that we know like which part to copy over to the other side once we have it sorted. Maybe this is better. Let's actually make this diamond. Because I want to use the lapis for next stage. Okay, how in the hell are we going to make this connect to this? Maybe it's easier to find design making the entrance first. Yeah, I think starting at the entrance and then working our way up is probably a good way to do it. Okay, wait. These do not have the same point of origin. We can make these with Axiom Circle tool. It's honestly kind of crazy. I kind of like sort of, there's no reason why I need to do this. Like, I could use every tool that Axiom offers, but I kind of like the idea of actually figuring out the curves and stuff myself. Just because it's an enjoyable part of the design, I guess. Wait, I actually need to make a marker for the curve here so that we can follow that line. Low key, I think we need to extend this line a little bit, as in help us understand. The way I used it over there was like this, but we gotta go off of that front. So let's say this is the normal line. It's not a 2-block diagonal. I think the pattern is 2 2 1, 2 2 2 1, and then again 2 2 2 1. So then if the 1 is here, we could put it on that block. Go here, here, and here, and then this will be 1 and that will be 2. That actually checks out. Okay, that's good. It helps a lot. Fred, welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're doing well. Let me get a quick sip of water. More conceptual red versus blue than actual. I mean, that's fair, I guess. There's definitely like, there could be teams, right? I could see it. Okay, wait, so this is 1 block, or that's 2 blocks, so that doesn't work. Let's do this. Dude, my flight speed is way too high to be doing what I'm doing. Okay, that does not quite work, but it's also not that far off. This is a hard diagonal arch to actually have it work out. Do I need to do it with a tool? Polar Bailey, welcome in. Hey Looney, I found you through UHCG. Want to make sure to check out your other stuff. Let me very, very quickly introduce you to the other stuff. We're designing the next stage of my Nether hub in the hardcore world. I've been playing this world for a little over 3 years now. Let me set the time. Is it? Yeah, it's still here. And then now there's different ways that I work in my hardcore world. Sometimes we pre-design like I'm doing right now. And this is actually interesting if you're into UHCG because it relates to how I make the UHCG builds. The workflow that we're doing now, I did for what I'm going to build in UHCG, but hidden by myself. Then this overworld here, this is all pretty much like, this is the only building here that I used pre-design for. Starter house and the main base were completely made in just survival without any tools to help me out. I'll quickly fly around here because like there's no real better way to show how the base works than just fly in. But this is my main base in my hardcore world. So I got a lot of I just like to build. This base goes on forever, pretty much. I'll just get back to where we were, design wise. Can I swim here? I can. So that was the outside of the base. Oh, I'm I'm in creative flight mode. This is the inside of the base, and this is my industrial district. So in my hardcore world, everything that I make, all the resources, most of it comes from down here. I'll actually go back in like the flight mode, but this is where, for example, the slime farms are. And then iron farm is here. Back here we have hella farms. There's just like lots of things. And this entire base, like you can walk around in it. All the everything is connected with a walkway as well as like a way to fly around. And then what we're working on right now is this is the Nether hub, the part of the Nether that just ties my entire world together. And we're designing the next stage because this Nether hub, well, here I have been using creative and pre-planning the entire time. The mountains already exist in the hardcore world. The build is the next stage. Okay, let's get back to the archway. I don't know if this is like the way to do this for that arch. Maybe if we move this down, it does look a lot better. Dang it. I was just about to reconsider and like use a completely different approach, and now we actually have something that works. So I guess I'll stick with it for a little while longer. Let's keep that line though. Shadow Wolf, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Okay, wait, let me copy this over. Mine's some Moria vibes. Yo, I feel that. That actually works. Man, I just don't. I think what I'm gonna try is take this back. Extend this one forward. And then that one back. That is the better solution. This center works. A single block in the middle of the bow is not synced. I don't think we're gonna get like a full center. I just don't think it's viable. But I do think this will work. Do you get involved with Minecraft speedrunning at all? I love speedrunning. Bailey, for me, like, I haven't done proper speedrunning. I'm getting better at the game, and I'm sure I could do it, but I love speedrunning too much. I think if I'm gonna start it, like, I'm never gonna be able to juggle these projects that I got going on as well. It seems too cool. I would have too good of a time. So that whole speedrunning era for me is gonna be its own era. But I'm down. Like, I love speedrunning. I was talking to Rec while we were at TwitchCon, and I definitely believe that speedrunning has like esport potential. And they've built like a lot of that sort of baseline grassroots industry that you need to be able to put it on. Like, speedrunning community has there's people who are good speedrunners who are also good casters now. That's a whole thing that takes like a little while to get there, because you need to build your skill set, and building a skill set doesn't go like happen overnight. But you need those people to be able to build something beyond. Parker's on comms today. He's great for that. Yo, guys, this actually works. Okay, we can't have a distinct color in the middle because of how the symmetry works, but let's just recolor it to redstone blocks. Then it's good enough. Dude, I love just making things. I love designing. When I'm doing this by myself, guys, and I don't have like I'm not streaming, I can get so lost in it that I'll just sit and do this for like 9 hours. And I'll only just walk away to get something to eat, grab a glass of water, and I'll be right back. And then I'm like, why is it so late? Okay, these go over here. That first block already existed, or it didn't? Wait, there's a line of 3 there. Did I just make that? I think so. My worst case of like playing games for hours and hours and hours was when Rocket League had just started. Dude, who was that on the call? Nina, that was crazy. I just in the Discord call heard, I don't know the name of the place in Dutch, which was crazy. Duolingo? That's classic. Yo, guys, this is a good art. Heck yeah. Let me recolor. How did I understand that so quickly? Nina, that's my native language. What do you mean? Yo, guys, this might be the most successful diagonal arch that I've cooked. Like this one just, it didn't take too long to get it made. This is kind of why I I want to like design it, not make the tool print it for me. Because this is insightful. Like I'm learning stuff. Okay, for now, guys, I'm gonna re-texture these in redstone blocks. I use the gold blocks just to make sure that I know which block I'm placing. And then we're gonna redesign it in whichever resource we end up using. But for now, let me take this. We'll copy it. Now we'll flip it and we'll just yeet it over there. Okay, sick. That was probably one of the hardest parts of the design right now. Love it. Okay, now what's the next step? I think I kind of want to like take this shape we have here and then build a second ring above it that is a couple blocks higher. And when or a couple blocks further out, rather. It doesn't super matter how I built this. Oh, that actually works perfect. What does matter is that I gotta extend it to the other side as well. So copy it over. Okay, that line flows all right. Let's do it here. Extending this line out will give me a little bit more room to build fortifications and whatnot. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit cramped. And the shapes and stuff, guys, they don't super matter. Because really, what we're trying to find is just a way to have sort of reliable anchor points. Points that are the same on this side as they are on the other side. So I can set up symmetry if I want to. Okay, this is not ideal, but I think I'll just replace those. I completely just wrecked a block here. This is one of my favorite songs in this lo-fi playlist. Guys, my personal best on the parkour spiral, like the parkour map that we keep doing, right now is 542. And I ran a 543 3 times in the last 2 days. Okay, I think what we do is we take this. And we need these out, these out, these out, and these out. One of those 543s could have been a 530, but I failed on the very last jump twice. I literally, like, I wasn't even mad. I had to laugh about it. It was like, it was funny. And I'm not even running for PBs either. I'm just doing no reset runs to develop better flow over time. Okay, so if we align on these redstone blocks here, I definitely forgot to flip something. But what? Now it's actually hard to find because I flipped it multiple ways. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah, that looks right. That looks right. I was double checking if I got it in the right spot, but I don't think there's any way for it to be off. Taka, thank you for the follow a few minutes ago. Appreciate it. Or take. Is Parkour Spiral on a server or is it something I downloaded? I think you can play it on the Heelcom app server. I have a downloaded version. Okay, now guys, we gotta start thinking about the actual look, like how the fortification is gonna work. I was thinking to have sort of a plaza structure around here. I think a cool way to build that would be to have like... What if there's like ramparts here that you can walk on? I think I'm gonna build it, and then we're just gonna copy it over to the other side when I have the whole thing. It's not a bad idea to like transfer over temporary versions, but... Okay, let's start by cloning this. And then bringing it up to the height where I want it. I think that's high enough. No, red color scheme works, just keep it. Yeah, definitely, dude. It looks great. I don't know how I could improve on it. I've had the world for 3+ years. I'm rich anyway. Okay, that works. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is start here. And then we're gonna try and build around this. It needs to be walkable, so I think we need this width. How is the structural integrity of the giant bridges over the hole ensured? We're not there yet. We're not there. We'll get there, but we're not there yet. I think what I'll do is I'll build supports from here up until around here. And then whether I'll support it in the middle, I'm not quite sure. I could, but I think it will clutter the lower nether, so I might decide not to. Again, these shapes don't have to be exactly right. It's not too important. But we gotta check all the different spots and make sure they feel right. No, not up. This way. And that one is completely sync. So we'll do that. Guys, I've really gotten myself into a project. This is it's gonna be a lot of work. But I also think it's gonna be worth it. Michael improving it by making it all emeralds. Right? We'll notify it. Notable fine. How do you say that? There's no way you can say that. It's impossible. can make it more notable. Yeah, that's probably the right way to say it, but it sounds dull. I low-key want to make like a good-looking emeralds only build at some point. I just don't know like where. I would have a very hard time putting it in my world. Nina said I doubt it will look good, but just never question my builds. Like, I'll just find a way to make it work, even if it's stupid. There's a lot of precedent for it. I think what I need to do is sort of bring this back down here. Then I can do this. People have made good looking dirt houses. There's no reason you can't do it with emeralds. Gonna be a lurky, Lou? Go for it. Go for it. Okay, now, guys, from here we could just sort of drag this down. As in, do this. And then that's the wall. Now that could work. And we could get that to work. We'll need some like things around it to sort of draw the attention away. There's two ways I can do that. I can drag them down in full, and then add pillars for supports or like reinforcements around the outside, or I just build from the reinforcements down. I think it's probably a good idea to just drag it down. Yo, Snacky, welcome in. And Donnie, thank you for the follow. Okay, let's get this up to here. I have a good idea on how we can make that look good down the road. For now, just take the bad looks, accept it, and keep building. I just noticed you now. You value as a human. It's really easy to get noticed by Nightball. You just gotta say hi or something similar. Hello works. I think probably do this. No, Rick, dude. Thank you for the 341. What a specific amount. They say creativity pays or something. Were you trying to go for 314 and did you mistype it, or is this just random? But no Rick in the book? Or did you fake out the 114? That seems like a thing you would do. We'll put Keith in the book as a bonus name. Fred, do I sometimes get inspired by other Minecraft content creators for the buildings? I feel like inspiration is this thing where if you're just out in the world doing whatever, you'll pick it up without even noticing. So there's definitely sometimes there's things that I go like, yeah, that I like that aesthetic. I have very few like top of mind that I could like tell you, except for I think Professor Biggie is what he's called, or Biggie or Bigby, had like that green speedrun video with a portal in the thumbnail. That one was the inspiration for the world portal. That's the one where I have like, I can tell you where it came from. A lot of other situations, definitely yes, but I wouldn't know what it was. Okay, guys, now there's ways we can go about this. We sort of have like a full-on wall here, which is a good defensive entry position. This like works. We can understand why there would be a wall there. If we go up, do these walls sort of keep going upwards? Or do we just sort of elevate the structures way above the landscape, and that is the fortification? Could go both ways. Your power cut out? Well, welcome back. I'm really torn between what I want to do with it. Friend, you're welcome, dude. Elevate the structure, Keith. I like the elevate the structure. Don't worry, you didn't bait it. It's just a random number. Love it. Guys, we're at that standstill moment where I literally gotta look around for a sec to figure it out. I kind of like the idea of elevating the buildings. What that would look like is you'll have these like big towers. But I think it could be cool. The alternative, this is going to be very jank what I do right now, and we're not going to build it, but we'll give you an idea. The alternative will be something like this. Probably it would have layers, so it's not like one diagonal. I think elevated buildings is going to be a cooler look. We still need something here. Maybe it goes until like here. Let's try this. Guys, this could actually be cool. I can imagine making this work. Smooth as butter, welcome in. I can kind of see that. Where this part is sort of protected. We'll find a way to not make it flat walls, right? Don't worry about that. This is so weird. When you zoom in, the first point remains the same size. Like you zoom into that. It's just floating there somewhere. The way it's rendered. Okay, guys, I like this entry point. I also do think that we need, like, a wall to protect this area, or it's not going to make any sense. I also really like the idea of extending the structures down here to sort of sit in the mountains, because there's no way you can get up there anyway. It will also sort of give it a Nether fortress vibe a little bit, which is kind of cool. If we use same type of blocks. Smooth as butter, congrats, dude. Oh, that's actually great. Keep at it. Yeah, guys, we're gonna build that fortification, that wall. We're gonna build it proper, not extended like this. But before we do that, I actually gotta take a quick toilet break, and I think we do a parkour intermezzo when I get back. I'll see you guys in a minute. Here's a quick video on how my hardcore world got started. Be right back. Yo, guys, welcome back. Quick parkour intermezzo. 600 seconds to complete the run. Max 10 minutes. And I'm going to be strict. There's no resets. But even like if I fail this first jump, I'm not going to touch that pressure plate. We're just going to get it back. Here's to getting a sub 10 minute run. I think that's the benefit of forcing the resets. That you actually like... You have to lock in, otherwise it's just cursed. PB is 542, by the way. And yesterday's run was 695. It was absurdly bad. No, because I made a ton of mistakes. I made like a good few, but no like insane. But one mistake was a 50-second drop back, which was terrible. And then from there, you sort of get into like the parkour equivalent of a death loop. That's the first proper mistake. Over chilling. Montgomery I threw yesterday to get a 69 in the number. Love it. Dude, I tried so hard to get it sub 700 too. It was embarrassing. Rip. At least I got... No! At least I got the checkpoint. Yesterday, this is where the death loop started, I think. That jump is new, so I'm still learning it. Focus, focus, focus. This is the terrible thing that happens. Like, you'll mess up one... Oh my god, that's 4. You mess up one... 5! What am I doing? This is a tricky jump, but it's not this tricky. 6. 7. What the hell is going on? 8. Stop. Oh my god, what was that? Guys, this is the crazy thing with parkour. You'll be doing really, really well. And then, like, you make a mistake. Then you just make 100. Okay, dude, stop talking, lock in. I can still get this sub 600. This is like bad, but not terrible. How insane is the difference between locked in and throwing? That's crazy. I went from a good sequence to a terrible sequence to a good sequence. No transition. King Brainrot, what is the full form of DW? It's don't worry. This is so absurd. I just did a bunch of difficult jumps and I was fine. And then I threw one jump 8 times in a row. It wasn't that hard. Iris is psychological, 100%, 100%. It's mostly just focus. It's like you sort of have this mini panic attack when you throw. And you gotta stop doing that and just lock back in. I kind of caught up. Like, I'm not doing terrible now. Since that hyper throw, I haven't really made a mistake. but it was a hyper throw. Super Gaming, what about Generation Series? I finished recording for episode 2 yesterday. So we're editing it probably 3 weeks. And then the next episode after that is going to come a lot faster because I had 2 weeks of vacation and being sick in this production cycle. I didn't exactly have a hyper throw on those like simple jumps there, but that was also pretty bad. And then after I got into it again. That was pretty. Okay, final stretch. I might be getting that sub 600. It could have been a good time if it wasn't for that one part. Guys, this is a crazy run. This is really, really weird. 584. So, all I really messed up in this is I fell in the bamboo level before the actual hard jumps because I just missed the spacebar. And then I got locked in that one spot that was barely a jump at all. And then I made one mistake down the road. I feel like I'm getting closer to getting like a 530 or something. It's a weird one to say with this run, but notice that I said we're 50 seconds behind really early on. Deduct those 50 seconds and it's a 534. Could happen. Sarah, yo, thank you for the 20. Happy Saturday, nerds, geeks, and aliens. Like the stream for the Revolution. Heck yeah. Let's go do some design work. Part of that run was really good. I feel like I should be listening to Reddit stories. Everybody says this, and for good reason. Let's put Sarah in the book, and let's put Teach of Psy in as well. Probably the hardest part of the parkour runs is the multi-jumping right now. I should just straight up deafen and let more Japanese stream. Now, I want to be able to, like, give some commentary if something happens. Guys, do I just make these, square? I think we might. I think it's actually smart to make these square. Oh, let's put the book here for safekeeping. The books are going to the hardcore world after, guys. Once we're done designing. The next problem is, have I decided what blocks I'm going to use on this? No, not yet. We're going to figure it out. I think it's good to make these square. I also do think that this one needs to be pulled out a little bit. Let's put it here. Same on this one, actually. Sometimes, guys, you feel like you're not quite sure what to do in a build, design-wise. And then you just go do something else for a few minutes after that design feels easy again. Super happening right now. Looney, I have an idea. How about every time we do Parkour Spiral, we have a mod minute and they commentate? The thing is, like, that happens one of two ways. Either I'm super distracted because I hear them yapping all the time, or I just I don't think I can turn them down. Oh yeah, no, there is a way I can turn them down for me, but not for you guys. So that would kind of work. But if I can't hear them though, that's a lot of trust. Do I not trust you guys? Most of the time I do, but like sometimes you present questionable behavior. Questionable behavior is like Firestar's middle name, so they call him Fire Questionable Behavior Star. What the hell happened there? Oh, there's just one block of space there. Looney's still using Axiom? Yeah, dude. Axiom is goated. Celeste, alright. Thank you for the follow. Guys, this is actually gonna work. I can see it. It's kind of funny, guys, that like all the most recent parkour runs have been me really battling it out to get a sub 600 because I threw so hard at the beginning. Except yesterday's run, which was just infinitely bad. Don't talk about yesterday's run. Nafi, thank you for the follow as well. I think we built the same thing on the other side as well now. Accidentally deselected this, didn't need to. Dang it, where does this align? 2 blocks down from the diamond. Okay. You made him mod Looney, you kept him for over 2 years. Now live with your choices. Well, I do live with my choices, but that's not the problem at all. We're not talking about this. That has nothing to do with his name being questionable behavior. Ooh. Here we have some overlap issues. I think we're gonna place it and that may work. And Blooney, were you allowed to spectate the session after dying on Naked and Afraid? It wasn't so much a allowed to spectate. But I was opt on the server and I wanted to make sure that everything ran well for the sessions after I was out. So I did actually spectate. think we can just get rid of the diamond here, actually. This kind of naturally just works. Taka, welcome in, and thank you for the follow a little bit earlier, right? Yeah, that was you. Love the UHC Generations video. When is the next one? I finished recording yesterday. I think we need about 3 weeks to finish up the edit, and I'm already gonna start recording the next one in about 4 days, I think. So the next one after that, episode 3, should be a bit quicker. Captain Cool, welcome back, dude. And yes, it is happening. Okay, let's just drag these down as well. Nope, only the outside ones. Dang it! I skipped the block out to the side by pressing middle mouse button at the very end. Here the stairs don't fit through, but we'll fix that later. It's not a worry for right now. To redo that because I also dragged something on the inside. You could just watch it be clown? What do you mean? Okay, now we need to do those outside walls like we did here. So went up by 3 from there. Anaf, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Okay, like that. And then let's take it here as well. This is an interesting one because you could sort of walk up and in over those mountains. But I don't know if I want to... Maybe I should extend it in or further back and sort of include that mountain. Yes, but then 2 blocks further back. That actually looks good. That's a good area to cover. We could also remove this mountain bit if we want to. So either I could use it, build something on top of it, or we could move it back. Remove it, as in carve part of it out and just lower the terrain. Both of those are viable solutions. Okay, let's drag it down and see if it feels much bigger or smaller than the other side. Because I think, realistically, it is a little bit smaller. Oh, Infinity, you're right. I forgot to change subtitles back. Let me actually fix that. There we go. I guess this still works. And then maybe here we want to bring it out a little bit further. This technically doesn't do much, but I think I like it. Okay, guys, good progress. I think we gotta start on one side, and I feel like starting here. I think we just gotta sort of drag these walls down and make like bigger full-on walls so we understand the structures better. Vertify, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We'll go color and detail a little bit later. And with color and detail, I mean color is step one, where we actually decide which blocks we end up using. Did the parkour happen yet, Mickey? I threw 50 seconds early on, ended on a 284, sorry. Sorry, 584. Wow. So these stairs are currently outside of the buildings. I think that's very cool. They do need some supports, but I think not restricting the stairs to be only on the inside will make for an interesting build. See, Black Mountain want to paint it red? Okay. Design looks sick. Thank you, dude. Rob Blanche, why do I only build with these blocks? Just so we they stand out a lot, so we understand the shapes with these ones, and then we start using other blocks. But with this tool, you can really easily color in the blocks that you have. So this is just a quicker workflow. Most forts don't have stairs outside, but they look really cool. Think you should keep them. This is true. They're also not going to be open like this, but I do think we can make it into something that works and looks really cool, because it adds a little bit of it takes a little bit of the blockiness away. by just adding interesting shapes. I don't think the blockiness is going to be an issue, by the way. Am I aiming to make it actually defensible? To a certain degree. Like, if somebody were to climb the outside of the mountain, they could technically get in somewhere. But I'm okay with that. I think it actually adds a little bit of interest to it. Or excitement, if you will. It's quite far out of left field though, Fire. What dimension is this? The Nether? Taka? Yeah, so all of the mineral blocks, so the diamond, the redstone, the lapis, the gold, that stuff, is what I'm designing with right now. But this is my actual Nether from my hardcore world. So I just made a hole in the bedrock, a crazy one, and then built the mountains on top. I do genuinely think that I have like one of the most unique nethers on YouTube right now. Because like it's so easy to forget that it's actually the nether until you look down here. And then like the crazy thing about this, the thing that I like most about the build is that you have like my nether, which is essentially this. And then you also still have the entire nether underneath it, which is just crazy. I think eventually down the road, we'll basically have two nether builds, one on top of the other. I was cooking with this one. Dude, I'm feeling it. I'm having a lot of fun designing this. Zach, how long did the bedrock breaking take? We locked in on it for about 2 weeks. But it was in a snapshot version between 121.3 and 121.4. Where there was a bug slipped into the code, and that bug made it so where you could break bedrock using grass and bone meal, which is like the only way you can make it look like this. Like the old-fashioned standard ways to do it, they just don't work for this type of design because they're way too much work. If you have to break individual bedrock blocks, there's no way. Am I participating in Block Wars? Cool mancha? Coole mancha. Dude, this is weird because I'm talking English all stream. I just said a word in Dutch and it sounded like I had this this weird accent like in my native language. I'm not participating in Block Wars right now, not on the roster, but I have played in Block Wars before and I would love to do it again. I feel like I kind of gotta like earn my spot in Block Wars, which is valid. Like that's the way it should be, because others earn their spots as well. Wait, this is actually... I gotta take this and cut it off. Dude, I want to play Block Wars again. Or an event like it. I'm excited. I've gotten better since last time, so... I like it that there's these gaps between the boxes. I think if we keep those, we can make really interesting bridges from one to another. A little bit further down the road. Andrew and Crafted 11 welcoming guys. Hope you're doing good. Oh, Andrew, I like that, dude. Get out of here. We'll see you when we're building it in survival. Oh, this is also a really, really good song in the lo-fi playlist. Very different than the other one. This one has way more energy. The other one was really chill, and that's what I liked about it. Gotta go, but I'll be back. Okay, see you in a bit. I still have no clue where I'm going with the block palette for this. I think maybe red nether bricks are the way to go. There's always this thing, guys, with red nether bricks where I feel like they're really red when you use them in the overworld, and then in the nether, I don't know. They kind of... To me, they look like what I would imagine normal nether bricks to be. But normal nether bricks are like... They look way different. Do we have a fortress here somewhere? I think there's one here. Yeah. Look how dark those are. Crazy. Okay, that one goes there. We're getting there with the build to where we get to the designing detailing. I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna make all of this in redstone, and then we just we magic select the whole thing, and we just make it red nether brick and see how it feels. I think the city should be frog themed. That would go crazy. Looney, are you good at the other Axiom tools like Radiant Page or Path Tool? Not super. Calvin has a good tutorial series you could use. Wait, let me actually... Nina sent me one that I think was amazing, but I haven't really found the time to dive in yet. Ash Dance Master Axiom Full Guide is great. Frogs and mushrooms? I mean, the aesthetic will work. We could do it, but I think I'm looking for something different. And I have good reason to look for something different. Guys, Wow has a good point. He says, chat seems really quiet. Who's playing Minecraft right now? I bet that's a bunch of you guys. I think design streams just naturally go very chill. Love the me from all sides. I feel so called out. No, dude, that's perfect. Guys, I think this is a really good start. I also think that from this point, we can do a bit better. You know, it's the greatest game ever when you play it and watch it at the same time. Oh yeah. It's also a game you can chill a little bit, which I think is a prerequisite for doing both at the same time. I kind of like this tower here. I think we need more of those. Because I definitely don't think that this is going to be like this main tower is not big enough to carry the build as a main tower. But also, I don't really see a reason not to add more of them. Ace Elites and Mickley the Pickley, thank you guys for the follows. And Mr. Robot asks, are you going to use Limetica for this build? 100% yes. Gravestones, do I have any plans for the area beyond the mountains? For right now, just one. And that is that if you get outside of the mountains, there's a very hard cut line. I want to extend like the pale moss way further and then eventually start sort of fading into carpets and holes so that the moss blends into the bedrock rather than just sticks out like one line on top of it. Other than that, not really. Oh, this is going to make it way more interesting. Mickey, you got a 525? Dude, impressive. I'm starting to believe that I have it in me. Like the 525s. Because the times are not super close yet. But I'm starting to see more runs that just don't fail at like the key points. So it's more lapse of concentration than just not being able to do certain jumps. Actually, like the last 2 days, I filtered out a couple that were really inconsistent. You're gonna play on your main screen this time? Oh my god, love it. Guys, wait, these towers, they do a lot. Mr. Robo, dude, thank you for the $2 dono. Can't wait for more videos to come out. Yo, there's still like a lot of videos coming. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Mr. Robo is gonna go in the book. We'll put in Demon Slayer as well. Thank you for being here. I think that one that we just made, I'm gonna try what happens if we make it higher still. Michael, dude, episode 6 was crazy, wasn't it? I think 6 and 7 are like my favorite episodes. Fifth time in the book winning. Red feels like an overdone color for nether bases. You should think about trying blue, white, or purple. I really like the red for this because it just... There's no such thing, I think, as something being overdone. If you build something interesting, it is interesting. So you could build something that just doesn't look interesting, then sure. But I think there's nothing wrong with a red nether base, and they kind of fit the aesthetic of the biome and like the ambient and everything. So it kind of just works. Shadow, thanks, dude. Welcome in. What happens if we completely remove this one? I think this one has got to go. And then it needs something there, but not a big tower. So question, yo, good to see you. Been a minute. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Have you seen the UHC Generations video that I uploaded? A dome, maybe? No, I don't want to have like big circular shapes here. Or big round shapes. Hey, dude, thank you for the $7 dono. I appreciate it. Your Minecraft content is amazing. So happy when I look at YouTube and you're on stream. Yo, love it. Let me put your name in the book. Thank you very much for the 7. We're going to put 2 question in there. I think that doesn't fit. Oh, it just fits. Perfect. I also believe that used to be an all cap, so we're sticking with it. I like this. I like this. Maybe this one needs to go to sort of balance it out there. No, we can keep it. Nether brick fences to go higher and skinnier. I don't want to go higher because we're like at mountain level. Also, like, I don't know how much higher we can potentially go. Wait. Oh no, it does go higher. We can go a fair bit higher. Nope, not that. Okay, that's build limit. But I don't think I want to go to build limit here. I like the ideas that the mountains are higher. What do I think of ranked playoffs? One of the coolest things in Minecraft space right now. Okay, that one's good. Let's build the other side too. And I think detailing like this bit here. Let's put the book safe there. Detailing like this bit going out. We're gonna wait and just do it in the final block palette. The next folks, what are ranked playoffs? Minecraft speedrunning, but competitively. See you, Nina. Thanks for being here. Fine is streaming it, I bet. Pepito, am I building it in survival when I finish the build? Yeah, like most of this is already built in survival. All the blocks that seem super out of place is what we're gonna add next. But the mountains and stuff already exist. Cool stuff, Fire. See you later. Thanks for being here. Athena, welcome in. They curate the seats and standardize a lot of the RSG, so the two players are basically the exact same seat to see who's best. Dude, that is so much better of an explanation than what I just said. King Brainrod, I meant that your nether base season 1 was also red nether brick, so in season 2 you should try a new color. That was actually mostly stone. That was mostly gray. I get what you're saying, and it's valid, but like this base, this nether, I'm not just building it to be in the world. I'm building it for something special, and it has to be right. So I just have an image in my head of what I want this to be. And that's what we're gonna make. Like, sometimes you just know. Main screen worked. I got 512, says Mickey. Dude, that's crazy. Mickey, are there like mistakes left in a 512, and where did you make those? Both Parkour and Fine are like so cool for commentating that. As in, like, they're the perfect people to do it. They both have like that just super excited energy in a completely different way. And they know what's up, which is very important. Campfires with hay bales for smoke. And netherinas. Well, Ben, I might, but they tend to get a little laggy. So in a build of this skill, maybe I'll have to choose not to. We'll see once we get there. Field defense shortcut, the Neo at the first Badlands, and a shortcut at the red level with the weird jump after the node blocks. Red level with the weird jump after the node blocks. Can you re-describe that one? Because all the other ones I understood. The fence shortcut takes like 10 seconds if you fail it, I feel like. Neo at the first Badlands seems like a really time-heavy one to fix. Maybe I'm wrong. And then that last one, I'm not quite sure. Looney, if you speedrun, what do you think you could get? My PB from the last time I did speedrunning was 21 minutes. Now that was a really, really good seed. As in, Fortress and Bastion were right next to each other. And I spawned in a village which had a chest with 20 obi in it. A blacksmith chest, which is crazy. So that was actually like a goated seed. I lost most of my time finding the stronghold because I like don't know boat eye and all that. Set seed or random? That was a random seed. It was a crazy random seed, but it was a random seed. The thing is, like, you'd have to ask me this, like, what is the time I can get now? And what is the time I can get with a day of practice? The time I would get now is like, dude, if I completed in an hour, I'd be happy. I could probably get faster, but like, if I completed in an hour, I'd be happy. The reason for it is like, I don't know how to find a stronghold. So I just have to run around in the overworld until I get it, which is like such a flippin' insane time waste to think of when you're speedrunning. What could I get after like a day of preparing? I'm sure I could at least get sub 30. Probably better. Because I essentially have all the skills, but not all the tech. Curry is crazy for doing 100k, and he's also like, I love Curryway. Curryway is awesome. Those 100k runs is such a crazy thing to just... That's the most long-term life goal I know of, where I feel like somebody's actually doing it. Because it's easy to come up with like, this is my crazy goal for like what I'm gonna do in my life. But actually doing it is a completely different thing. Everybody can do the first. Very few people do the second. But I think Curry might actually be doing 100k no reset runs, which is just absurd. That's so much time. Build different. Curry is like really interesting in a way because I think like at a certain point he just realized that he wasn't the best, and he saw how many people were better than him, or like how much better those people were in a certain way, and he decided to not compete with them forever, but instead just figure out a lane that made sense for him, because he's close to the best and he can forever be close to the best. Mickey, you're probably terrible at speedrunning. No, you just need to learn a few things and then you'll be really good at it. Like, if you do it now, same as the answer that I just gave. If you do it right now, you're gonna do terrible. If you have a day to figure out some things, you'll do a lot better. If you have a month to actually lock in, you're gonna be alright. The thing is, Mickey, like you figured out how to do things. And that's the hard part. From there, you can learn any skill. Dude, I never dragged that all the way down. Got like so close, but... Oh my god, guys, we got the Mr. Guac request. I apologize. Are you serious right now, bro? Now, Mr. Guac, was that closer to what you want? Did I get my E's in there? Dude, till when did I say we're gonna do this? This is absurd. Have I seen the straight line speedruns? Straight line speedruns are like a weird thing. Are those like are they set seats straight lines, or because I've seen the like beating the game in a straight line, that part makes sense, but I can't imagine any other way than set seat for this to be some sort of competitive, since you just need certain things, and if they're not there, it's more so RNG versus RNG than player versus player, because the variance there is insane. That was pretty good until September 8th. Oh, we're getting there. King Brainrot, what was that? I need an explanation. So, Mr. Guac has been watching my streams for 4 years. In those 4 years, every time he's here, he requested my Are You Serious Right Now, Bro? My daily, or his daily, Are You Serious Right Now, Bro? I never did that for like 4 years. And then recently, he said, hey, I'm gonna leave on like a mission for 2 years, and it'd be really cool if you could actually do that. I'm like, dude, the persistence has been crazy. You stuck with it for forever. I got you. So they're now actually daily until September 8th, and then he's leaving. Wait, did I make like a full pillar in the middle here? I think I did. I don't know how deep that goes. Deeper than I imagined. Yeah, I hit some blocks down there, but it doesn't really matter. I think maybe this middle one goes higher still. Let's try it out. I think I kind of like both of them, and they just need to be spiced up as we like get into the actual design. Definitely that one, but I don't think it goes higher than that. Actually, it needs to be a little bit lower even. Guys, I really like it that we got these structures off their diagonals. They're just straight. But since this is the perspective where we look at them from, they kind of feel diagonal. And then with the lines walking up to them actually being diagonal, it makes for a very interesting perspective. I like it. I think we're definitely getting somewhere. So fortress. Then potentially we have a fortress here. Either chat is too quiet or I talk too much. No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Design streams are always quiet. It's just the way it is. I think tomorrow we start actually like building that in. Now that we have like the fortress structure sort of laid out or mapped out, I kind of like these pillars towards the front more because they stretch them out a little bit. They probably can be a little bit lower though. Sometimes the delete tool doesn't work. And it's a bit random. It has something to do with the keybind for it. It's the keybind on my mouse and the button also does something else. Yeah, I think these are plenty high. They feel short now from here, but that's only because these are still... Oh, we're a little zoom. These are still the same height. I think that's better. Game Robo plays, thanks dude. Welcome in. Okay guys, I'm looking around for a little bit, so I think we still need a fortress here, but it's gonna get a different style. And then I low-key feel like the entire time have felt that there might be something back here because this sort of connects to these energy coils. I don't think if we actually... I don't know if we actually end up doing that. Maybe we don't. Montgomery like the tall pillars in the center one. It's just that I want these like approaches to feel the same from each side. So we're gonna pick one, and that's the one we use. Okay, so what's the next step? We gotta settle now, right now. Let me actually just go over here and make all of these red nether brick and see how it feels. Nope, not that. I think I really like those as a foundation. The thing I like about it, guys, the reason I'm leaning towards yes, let's go this way, is that it just keeps that nether energy, you know? Like it just all feels dark and gloomy. And that's kind of what I want here. Sure, we'll add details and stuff to it. What happens if we make them normal nether bricks? We'll definitely need some lightning. Yeah, for sure, but we'll get to that. I'm trying to sort of understand in my head what it will do to the entire build if we make a difference between having nether brick here and like red nether brick in the center for the nether core. Looks neat. It might be cool to keep the stairs floating and open. Now we're definitely gonna like sort of work them into the build. Okay, wait. Let's look at the other side. See what happens if we make that red nether brick, and then which one do I like more? Loki, I think I like the one on the left more. Looks too much like Vanilla Fortress with the plain red nether brick. We'll get away from the Vanilla Fortress. Snazzy OG nether brick looks cool, I agree. Wait, I just re-dyed that in the same color that I already had. Nether brick makes it look dark and foreboding. I really like that. Yeah, I think it's way better to not do these in red nether brick. You know what that is also gonna like English. You know how that's also gonna really help? I don't have to get like 1,000,000 nether wards. Probably literally. Joshua, thank you for the follow, dude. Dude, this does so much. I like it so much more now than just a few minutes ago. I like the shapes of the structure more as soon as it's like in the nether bricks. I'm sort of tempted now, guys. It would take focus away from the egg thing if that was red nether brick. Working with the environment often helps to make it look nice. I kind of like that there's focus on this. Guys, because I like it more now, I'm low-key inclined to make the third one here before we continue on. Now, is that third one going to be the same size? Bigger or just different? Back with 545 this time. Mickey? Wait, guys. I think I could beat Mickey's 545. Should I try? Make the third one Bastion style? Third one rounded instead? I think the third one is like... It's spread out wider. Beat Mickey's time? Okay, let's do it. I get one try. As soon as it's not a run, I'll have to forfeit. Effect clear. Well, that's good, but like... Fill the end house shortcut 3 times. One shortcut I haven't learned yet, and a few more smaller ones. Okay, let's get it. As soon as I don't believe in it anymore, guys, we're gonna reset. But I think I'll just get it first try. If I get this, it's probably with a personal best. Because my personal best is 542 right now. Oh, that's expensive. No need to worry though, because we have plenty of time to work with. Almost just full on through. Oh my god, I filled that and salvaged it. That was beautiful. Please don't die here. Please don't die here. I was too excited about the salvage. I saw I wasn't gonna make it and decided to go for the second bamboo instead. That was a good save. I'm already leaking a little bit of time though, so... Again, fumbled but saved. "14 seconds leaked, which is not great, but doable. Took 3 tries. If you do it in 1, you're better than me according to how I worded this." Love it. I probably should not do a couple small skips like this one. Oh man, that might be like I'm close to having to stop. I hesitated there. No death loop, keep going. I got this. Just do it the old way. Oh my god, why am I throwing this back? 30 seconds leaked. That's very close to not having to bother. Guys, I don't trust it. I'm not locked in enough. We design. Like, I opted to the side of so many blocks that I shouldn't have, where I was like, nope. I didn't deserve it. Not like that. Okay, we gotta figure out on this side where the plaza goes. Where I fell, you fell down is where I failed. Not the same jump, but I failed to jump from the stairs to the other platform. Dude, Mickey, in the run that you missed, the one where I got 584, I failed that exact jump 8 times in a row. I just got stuck there, and it was insane. It was hard to watch. Derek James, dude, thank you for the $3 dono. Did not have to do that, but I appreciate it. Derek James is gonna go in the book 6679, and we'll put in Rico Costa as a bonus name. I like the part where you fumbled and gave up. King Braille. Sometimes you're gonna know that you're defeated. Mickey, that jump, I always used to do it like I did it there at the end. But I recently figured out it's better to just keep running and jump around the corner, but now I'm still just getting used to the jump, so it's inconsistent right now. I think, guys, I might have to, like, trim this. Maybe not 8 times. 8 times is crazy. 8 times is absurd. It's also one of those things, I don't think you'll fail it 8 times under normal circumstances. Like, nobody, including myself. But then, if you're streaming, you might. Like and subscribe? Thanks, dude. Wolfheart's Wild, welcome to the stream. Do I cut this out so I can keep that pathway moving? I think I should. Oh, I love that we're exposing the redstone underneath. I want to extend it to where I feel like it's just as long to walk from here to there as it is from there to there, but I also don't want to measure it. I think it's this. Derek, I don't know if you're new here. I feel like you might be. If so, let me go to my overworld. So let's set the time to this. This is my main world, and here we have a building that's called the Hall of Fame. I just want to show you this one real quick. But here we have these books in the library, and every one of these books is like a date of a stream, and it has names in there from everybody who donated, but also everybody who got put in there as a bonus name as just a thank you for being here. Now those are on the main hardcore world, so right now we're in a creative copy clearly to figure out how to make things work, but you're gonna go in there, and thank you for the support. I think these pillars, they need to be moved back a little bit. Mahida, you're late. Don't worry about it. Thank you for joining us. We've just been slowly... Derek, dude, thank you for another 3. Well, to demonstrate how things work then... hold up. I gotta place these in the right place. Let's put 2 blocks back. To demonstrate how things work, I'll grab the book. Your name is already in there, so now I'm gonna grab 2 bonus names. Courtesy of Derek's Dono, we're gonna put in Gabrielle Helldiver, and we're gonna put in Sylvian Chong. And then that book goes there for safety. Glitches rip. Was a massacre. You're welcome, Gabriel. Thank you for being here, dude. Okay, so after those, we get to these archways. Nice. Let me actually... This one's gonna be way easier than the other one to make. Why should we really struggle now? I'm just eyeballing the distances. It doesn't have to be like an exact match. It just needs to feel similar. I think it goes there. Oh, I forgot to copy this bit. There we go. When am I gonna post a new UHCG video? I literally finished recording for it yesterday. I think it's gonna come out in 3 weeks. And then the next one after that is gonna be quicker because I was sick for a week and I was on vacation for a week in this production cycle. So on the next one, I should be a little bit further ahead. I'm gonna start recording episode 3 in like 2 days. I love UHCG. Like, love it, love it. It's been my main thing to work on for the past 4 months. Okay, I think what I want to do here is roughly take this bit. You know what? I think we got a custom design. I gotta think about this, guys, because I have something in mind for this build that I want to add to it still. I think we might have to like build a staircase up here first. Get some elevation. You guys said make the third one different, so we're gonna make the third one different. Dude, it's gonna be a sick build. I'm really starting to dig it. One more, maybe? Okay, and then from here, we're gonna start mapping out that square. Okay, that's not exactly what I had in mind. Let me try again. I want it to feel angular, and I think that the way we do that is by extending this line further. Yeah, that does a lot. Might be getting too big. Let's try this. Like this, I think. What is Revoluni? Unique gaming? You're asking the classified questions. The Revoluni is a resurgence of my channel. And something else. Why are you asking? What's the thing that makes you curious? What is Revoluni? Where is Revoluni? Why is Revoluni? Those are the good questions. That actually sounds like you're kind of getting it. Okay, this is big. Is the Revoluni naked? No. Skins are live. Yo, welcome in. What was that mod you have for building and stuff? It's called Axiom. And Lexo here, thank you for the follow a couple minutes ago. I kinda like this, but I also have problems with it. I have problems with the map symmetry. Where did I go on vacation? I went to a Lowlands festival in the Netherlands. I just moved my camera to the music while being kind of zoned out. I just tapped my directional keys on beat. I was like, oh, okay. Is the Revoluni the memes you made along the way? No, but they're definitely a part of it. Okay, this is not it. Restart. How many sets of 2 did I make there? 4. This just looks like a circle more than I want. I'm not even gonna bother copy pasting that. Like, I can see that it's not what I'm looking for. Julian, you left 2 hours ago. What happened? Let me show you what happened. We figured out what this needs to look like. We're sort of getting a vibe for what the build's gonna be. And I think it's a big step in the right direction. But now we gotta build, like, figure out the third fort. Nickel Moon, welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're doing well. You just joined? Have you seen my world before? No? Let me give you a very, very quick tour. So right now we're working on the Nether hub. Nether hub is going to be here. Like a lot of this exists in my world already, except for everything that's in the mineral blocks. So everything that really stands out, it's not there yet. The rest is already in my hardcore world. Now this is all designed in creative. The main base, I've just been winging it. The main base I just built in survival on stream, doing whatever. It's this thing which is built in a swamp around two witch hut farms. There's a lot going on in the inside. It's got like interiors on interiors on interiors. And if we drop down here, this is where my old storage room is. And then under here, this is where my industrial district is. So this is kind of the main base, under the main base. Right now, today, we are working on the next stage of the Nether hub though. And this base has taken me 3 years of my life because I'm stubborn and I don't do any pre-designing for it. The Nether hub, I want to move a lot faster, which is why we're here. Effect, give Looney night vision. Boom. That might have been the quickest tour I've ever given. I think I'm gonna go with this. Wait, I should give this infinite. Keep it there. Svedika, thank you for the follow. The thing with this plaza here, guys, is like this one is a big question. Because I want to build something in the middle and I don't know if it's big enough. So I think what I'm going to do is extend it a little bit. What mod is this? It's called Axiom. And it's like new generation world edit. Let's try this. Can I put it in chat? Sure thing. Hold up. No problem, dude. Okay, that should definitely be big enough. Dude, we got so much room here. This is sort of like a... There's a bit of a bowl or something here. I don't even know what to call it. Dude, thank you for the follow as well. Nothing can beat Skytrack. Oh, shut up! Looney, are you full Dutch or do you just live there? Yeah, I'm from the Netherlands originally. You're the most calm streamer. I think part of that is because you met me like in a creative stream. we're chilling while I figure out the build. I'm not super hectic in general, but when it's in hardcore, like things can get a little wilder. Woodland Juliet, yo, thank you for the $2 dono. Let me put your name in the book as a small thank you. Bonus name for that one goes to UD. I'm really taking my sweet time about this, guys, because I want to make sure that we make like a balanced build. I like these fortresses a lot, especially if we change them to nether brick. 3 rows, 3 sides triangle, and Montgomery. Don't forget, it's floating slightly. There's so much I have to think about while we're designing this that you guys have no idea about. And a small volcano. We got plenty of lava down there, it's fine. Okay, so if we go by the logic of these, we'll have like a little wall structure here around the front. Looney, as we all know, you got a busy schedule, but I would love to see challenge videos like 100 days no sleep. Those might be a thing. I definitely, like, I got a challenge video that I'm recording on Tuesday, probably. And a fun one, too. Sulfur Rose, yo, thank you. Dude, this is such a difficult design choice. Guys, I think what we're gonna have to do is call it a day here, because I need to do some drawing and thinking. Because there's a lot more that factors into this build than it just looking good. Sometime not too far into the future, it's gonna make a lot of sense. But right now, I think I need to like sleep for a night and think it over. We technically have about 10 more minutes. I think we're gonna just end it here. I'll figure it out, and I'm gonna get some like extra editing time in on the next UHC Generations video. Super stoked to do that. Before we go though, let me grab the book and I'll put some bonus names in there. And I want to thank you for hanging out today. We did a lot. We're gonna put Danu in the book. Looney passing by to say hi and chill on the stream. Well, you got the timing right. We'll put in Mahita Harsh. Thank you for being here. Soulful Roses goes in the book. Snazzy makes it in. Cool was a great stream. Fair enough. Take your time. Thank you guys. Wait, this does not look right. That's a Sansi. We'll get King Brainrot in there. Gravestone Corner makes it into the book. Let's get Wolfhaird's Wild in there. Thank you for hanging out. See you soon. Arsenal fan 467. When did it get 700k subs? Last week, I think. Crochet Clarinet. If I see another name, I will put it in. Shrew Sudan. There's a typo there. Buy W stream, dude. Thank you for another 2, Derek James. Let's put Max Solutions in still. Captain Cool. I spelled your name wrong. Grave Store. No, that that looks nowhere near right. We're fixing that. And we'll put Bob in the book. Guys, we're wrapping up. Thank you for hanging out today. We'll continue the design tomorrow. We made a lot of progress, and I bet we're going to make a lot of progress today when I figured out like all the entry routes and whatnot. We're signing for August 30th, 2025. Does that check out? That does check out. Okay, that book is gonna go here so I can keep track of my logs. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out. Have a great rest of your day. Revoluni is so real. And I'll see you on the next episode. Same time, same place. Right now, have a great rest of your day. Looney, out.